Okay, so here we are, and I've got my Game Maker here. I can load up Game Maker. I'll load up Game Maker. I'll run it in advanced mode, and I don't want to upgrade now. Okay, so we've got Game Maker here, and obviously one way of distributing games that you make with this version of Game Maker is that you can simply send the person the GMK file, the Game Maker file, and that's the file that you save when you save a Game Maker file. You know, that works. Not the best way for sure. So let's open up Catch the Clown. So I've loaded up Catch the Clown, and what happens is that you know, that is one way of distributing a game. However, it's not very good because that means that people have to actually install or at least download Game Maker to be able to run the game. So that doesn't make that much sense. What it's better to do is to create an executable file, and what that means is that it allows you to just it creates an exe file that people will just be able to double click on, and you do that by selecting this option here on the menu. So if I click on that, it says file name for standalone game, and I'm going to say catchtheclown.exe, and let's put it on the desktop. I'll go put it on the desktop for now and go save. So it creates an executable file, and there it is, Catch the Clown. So I can close Game Maker now and double click on that file, and it would load even if I didn't have Game Maker installed. There we go, works great. Some other things that you might want to consider doing as well is that if you go to resources and go to change global game settings, what you can actually do is you can change some of the criteria to do with the executable file. So if you want to change the icon that appears when you create an executable file, you can change it here just by clicking on this, and you can actually make your own icon if you wanted. Also as well, if you wanted to change the loading bar and get rid of the Yo-Yo Games loading bar, then you can do that here as well. So you can add your own image, and so all of that is customizable from this menu. So once you've created the executable file, what you can do is you can actually click on the upload option in Game Maker, and if you had a username for the Yo-Yo Games website, what you would be able to do is you would be able to upload the game onto their servers, and so that people will be able to access it on there and download it and be able to play it. Now, the version of Game Maker that we have at the Academy isn't the latest version, it's a couple of versions behind. And what if you're enjoying using Game Maker, what I would recommend to you is to download Game Maker Studio. And Game Maker Studio is the latest version. That, as you can see here, is free to download. And if you can use the one that we're using, which is Game Maker 7, you'll be able to easily transfer all your skills across into Game Maker Studio, no problem. If we look at the list down here, it says that the Studio version is free, and now it allows you to actually create a Macintosh version of a game and a Windows version of a game. The version that we're using only allows you to create a Windows version of the game. And if you actually want to pay some money because you're a serious developer, say the professional version here, which I believe is the version you can get on Steam, you can actually export for lots of different platforms. But if you want to start exporting and making a game for real, because you think you're going to be able to sell, then you're actually going to have to pay a little bit of money. So we can see here that if you want to create a game and be able to export it to Android, then you have to pay your $99, and then you have to pay another $199.99. If you want to create a game for the web, HTML5 is really popular now, and so that will cost you an extra $100. And here we say if you want to create a version for the iPhone or the iPad, that also costs you an extra $200. So these things don't come cheap, you know, because if you can export your game and convert it for these different platforms and sell it, you can actually make a lot of money. So it might seem like a lot of money, this, but it's actually not that bad. It's pretty reasonable. Okay, so that is something to consider. So I would recommend downloading the Studio version of Game Maker at home, having a play with it, and seeing how it differs to version 7.